Everything that I've done and what has led up to where I am today is because of ACCA.
ACCA keeps us on top. It keeps us informed. It reminds us of the values of an accountant.
I chose a career in accountants as a drive. It was a passion that I've had since I was a child. So right from high school to university, I knew exactly what I wanted to do.
There were very few accountants in the country, and I believed that that would position me in my career. ACCA was natural because it was an international qualification, and it was very well respected in this part of the world.
It was the premier professional qualification, and when I did some research on it, I found that it would give me wide opportunities to be in industry, to be in the profession, or to be a lecturer, or to become be involved in public financial management.
It is a very versatile profession. I mean, an accountant works in almost every walk of life, every industry. You need an accountant.
I have worked with multinationals, and the bank I'm currently working for is a continental, or call it an international bank. And it's because of that qualification itself.
I'm in the asset management business, and that involves providing advice in relation to financial management. And it is the ACCA qualification that actually provides me with a platform for clients to trust my ability to deliver value to them.
If I had not taken ACCA qualification, for example, I would never have had an opportunity to work in the various sectors that probably I've been lucky to attend.
When I moved to Tanzania, and later when I moved to Kenya, it was easy to process my work permits as an accountant because the certification was well known.
It has made me meet other professionals. It has taken me to different countries, and I have been very much exposed.
We have a saying in my language that a child who does not visit anywhere thinks that the mom is the best cook. Actually, may think he's the worst cook and realize that there is a worse cook out there. So the global nature of the profession gives you the global exposure, and therefore the learning is much wider. You have references to make to other countries, other regions, and so on. And then you start seeing things in a global perspective.
It also gives you the inspiration for innovations, new innovations that have come and that accountants need at a global level.
I believe it has improved my career prospects in that employers, my current employer, will look at me as more valuable, and I'm more valuable to my employer, and also to the whole accountancy profession.
The moment you have an ACCA qualification, people respect you.
It's a very good qualification and a good family to belong to. It opens a lot of doors for you, whether in accountancy or in other related business areas. And in a way, for me, I think the sky is the limit with a qualification like ACCA. It can take you to where you want to go.
The knowledge and the skills that you get in your training can be applied to any environment, whether it is private sector, whether it is public sector, whether it is purely non-for-profit sector. You are able to fit in.
The ACCA qualification resources continuously provide you with examples of what is happening within the world.
I completed the ACCA qualification in 4 sittings. That was in 2 years.
There is the whole perception that the qualification is hard. Of course, good things are not easy, but the qualification is not hard. You must be dedicated and devote time to it.
With determination, with a lot of sacrifice, one can achieve it. For instance, most of us who have done ACCA have done it while we are working, while we are attending to our families.
It needs a high level of discipline to pass those exams, and that discipline you need in the future.
Once you know the benefits that come with this qualification, then the destiny will be easier for you.
I planned to do ACCA within a 2.5-year timeline, and I did complete it within 2.5 years while working full-time. So I studied during the evenings, studied on weekends, and I was able to pass all the papers. And actually, by the time I completed, was able to win some national awards in relation to the performance that I put in the final paper. papers.
The training itself enables you to be good in business and add value to business.
So to be able to stand the test of time, you have to look for those who are qualified with ACCA, because we are able to manage and steer the institution in the right direction with good accountability.
Having ACCA members whose values are primarily built on the concept of integrity enables organizations globally to trust the information that's coming out of Uganda and Africa as a whole, because now they know that professionals with integrity are reporting on the financial information that is being released.
If people are going to come for your advice from you and you don't have no integrity, then you have no reason to be there at all as a professional accountant.
For me, ACCA really stands for the professional integrity. Our code of conduct, our ethical standards make us who we are.